So we showed you before, the government has come up with $110 million to make sure that exports are still able to get out of the country. Really important for obvious reasons. Joining us now is Charlie McElhone, who is Dairy Australia. He's their trade manager, but he's also a dairy farmer. Lovely to see you, Charlie. How are you, mate?
Good evening, Paul.
So, put simply, what does this money do and how does it help you?
Oh, listen, this has been widely welcomed by the industry as a really great announcement for our industry. Obviously, dairy air freight into some key markets has been a valuable trade for our industry. It's worth about $215 million a year, about 20,000 tonnes of predominantly high-value markets. So this is a real pinch point that's emerged in the last couple of weeks as many airlines have been grounded. And so many of those high-value dairy products going into markets like China, like Hong Kong, like Singapore, across Southeast Asia, have been grounded, and that's really hurt many small to medium-sized dairy businesses.
So when you talk about trying to send things into China, are they putting extra restrictions on what you would normally be able to do, or literally this is about being able to pay for the planes to get it out?
This is purely about having a lack of aircraft going in and out of key markets like China. This is not a regulatory issue. This is purely about not having the air freight. And as a result, many of our products, like yogurts, like fresh liquid milk, like infant formula, have been going up on these airlines in the undercarriages of these passenger airlines, which clearly are grounded at the current time. So that's really created these problems of not actually having any avenues, and what avenues are available have been very high cost at the current time.
There will be an inevitable question some people would like me to ask right here, which is, are we sure that the supply of everything is good in Australia, that what we're sending out we wouldn't otherwise be able to use here?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we export about 35% of our total production. We produce more than we consume here in Australia, and we're very strong suppliers of dairy globally. We're the fourth largest exporter of dairy in the world. So we're a global powerhouse in the area of dairy, and we should be very proud of that produce that comes through our domestic supply chain. But obviously we have had supply chains and different logistical issues across different channels at the current time. More going into the supermarket channel, less obviously going into the food service channel. For the international markets, while it's been clunky with the normal sea freight, with a lot of the stoppages at ports. And then obviously we've got the air freight issue, which is largely ground to a halt as a result of those passenger aircraft being grounded.
Good on you, Charlie. All the best, and all the best to everyone who's working the land right now, mate. Keep up the good work.
Thanks very much, Paul.
Thank you. Charlie McElhone there from Dairy Australia. He is their trade manager.